What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of JB Trickle RC. This particular episode, we're going to be bringing you some more dirt oval racing action coming at you from Lil Indy Speedway in Spartanburg, South Carolina. This particular race is the season closer of the SCOR Series Point Series finale. The SCOR Series is the Southeast Clay Oval Racer Point Series put together, and I believe this is the second year. I know that the series existed last year because I raced one series race last year, and I was able to race two this year. And this series went from Tennessee to South Carolina at a few different tracks. It was just an absolute blast. I wish I could have made more races, but 2021, that's the plan, you know, to make more of the series races that we have going on and visit other tracks and be able to take you guys with me to visit some of these other awesome racetracks. But the first SCOR Series race, I raced at Easley, and again, I wasn't able to film anything for that one because that was before I started the YouTube channel. But that was whenever I was still racing my open two-wheel drive buggy street stock. Actually picked up the win there, so that was pretty cool. It's always a good feeling whenever you win one of the bigger races. And the second race was actually this last race, the one at Lil Indy Speedway. This was I think this is only the second or third time that I've actually raced the 21.5 car since you've seen my build process on this. So had a blast. I want to get some big race experience with the car, getting used to it again. Still working on tuning the car, getting it better and things of that nature. But I really wanted to cover the SCOR race for you guys as well. I wanted everybody in attendance to be able to go back and check it out and enjoy it. The way that I filmed it, and due to the fact that I was racing, I did miss one or two classes. I apologize, but whenever you're racing and filming, that just happens. But you're gonna get to see some things in this episode we've not covered in any other videos yet. You're gonna get to see the 17.5 EDM class, which is still on a chassis platform like the Pro built cars, 21.5 cars, 17.5 Pro, and so on. And you're also going to get to see the, I believe it's the open mod sprint cars. And guys, these cars are flying. You'll see in the video, just insanely fast. So you get to see a few things you haven't got to see on the channel yet. So that was one reason why I wanted to cover it. And I wanted to expose the SCOR series a little bit more. And hopefully we'll get to do some more racing with those guys and some other series that's coming up next year. I know that there's another couple series that's been announced, and I'll bring you some more information on that as well. But anyway, guys, the format of this video is also a little different than some of the others. Instead of covering some of the heat races, just covered majority of each class's main event because there are so many classes to cover. My 21.5 class, you'll get to see my race. I was in the C main. I was still tuning that day. I'm not making excuses, just telling it like it is. I was tuning that day, had some rough luck. It's part of racing. That's going to happen. Was in the C main, was gonna bump, and had a accident on the racetrack, and I wasn't able to make the bump, but that's okay. But we'll go over that in the race footage as well. But I covered all the A main feature races for you guys, so you'll be able to check all that out. And again, guys, I hope you enjoy, and thanks for tuning in.
guys, so what we're doing right now is we're heading over to the tech table for the SCOR race. And what they're going to do here is they're going to check your battery voltage. They're going to weigh your car. They're going to push your car through a couple go, no-go gauges. They're going to check like the overall height and width, make sure you're not breaking any of those kind of rules. And any and every class that was part of the SCOR series that had to be teched had to go through this process. This was like 21.5, 17.5. The mod classes, sprint classes, things of that nature. Your buggy classes and such, they check battery voltage. That was really one of the only teching points for that particular class, other than making sure they were following the rules in the other areas. And speaking of some of the other classes, what we have first on this episode is the Mudboss class. And you've seen this on some other videos in the past. Give you a quick rundown. I go into more detail in some of the previous videos, but this is a Traxxas / base class. Low center gravity chassis, running the very popular Mudboss rule set that seems to be shared very widely. So certain kind of tires and batteries and certain things you can do, the shocks and things of that nature. But this has always been a very popular class, still is, and a fun one to watch. It's a blast. It really is. I've driven one. I enjoyed it. I don't have one, but I have driven them and really enjoy it.
30 seconds in, Webb, Adams. Oh, Webb, Vissers, Adams, Pearson, Hunt, Mannis, Miller, Franks, and Allen. 9 cars is a track full. Everybody trading for position. Right now, Dave Webb still throwing away, followed by Paul Vissers, Travis Adams, Trevor Pearson makes. This is in the 82 looking to make up a lap after some rough looking early on.
You're going to see here right there, one car kind of drove it in a little bit hard, got squirrely, and another car hit him square. And you'll have that. It's part of racing every now and then, and you'll get to see an opportunity here in a little bit whenever I did actually did the exact same thing, even worse than that. So it happens, it's part of racing.
That one's Travis Adams first. Only 20 seconds to go. Can he make it up? Can he make something happen? Adams in first. Trevor in second. Webb in third. Oh, Webb just about by 3 for the blue spot. 5 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. The race is done. Everybody can start. Finish the last row. Then I'll stop by calling your name.
So as you can see there, had a really interesting finish in the race, crossing the start-finish line backwards. But I wanted to give a shout-out and congratulate Travis Adams on his win, David Webb that came in second place, and Trevor Pearson that came up to third. Good run, guys. And here we're going to be kicking off the 21.5 C main. This is the race that I was in. And again, not making excuses like I said in the intro. Still working on tuning the car, trying to get everything out of the car that I can get. Still got some areas to work on. And but the car was good. I had a little bit of bad luck here and there. And again, guys, I'm not making excuses. Whenever I'm saying this, I'm giving you the reality of racing. So that's just how it is sometimes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a race. It is a race, guys. Top 2 going to the B main. Top 2 going to the B main.
So at this point here, guys, this is where I make a really bad mistake. I'd already raced myself up to about second place at this point. And then this next lap, you're going to see I'm going to come in. The car's going to cut hard. I make a mistake, and boom. I get turned sideways, coming out of that corner. Another car runs into me. I lose that position, and I wind up hurting someone else's position in the process. So just another area where, I got to better myself and, continue tweaking on the car a little bit too.
That's your race leader with 2 minutes to go. Frankie Beach going to be right behind him in the white. Coker, Beach, Sister, Trickle. Trickle not out of it yet. He's on the same lap. Center, Beach, Coker, and here comes Trickle. He's sticking his nose in there. He smells it blowing in the water.
All right, and so at this point, I've already raced my way back up to third, trying to get in on the second and first place guy, trying to make it to that bump position. So I go to the B main, but then, something like this happens. And right there, boom, you can see it. And even whenever I reviewed the video, and I talked to the other guy on the driver's stand, it was nothing intentional. Nobody was upset. But even at this angle, it's hard to tell. It kind of looks like he bounced off the wall a little bit because I went to the inside because he got a little squirrely coming out. It almost looks like he bounced off the wall and come down on me a little bit, or maybe I hugged it up too high. I don't know. It's even hard to tell in this video, but again, we talked after the race and on the driver's stand, and everything was fine. It was non-intentional, and once again, guys, you hear me say it a lot, but in racing, anything can happen sometimes. So you got to expect things like that to happen occasionally.
15-minute open practice. 15-minute open practice after this. 3 seconds. Keep racing till I call your name. Keep racing till I call your name, guys.
And congrats to RS Center and Frankie Beach. They were the top 2 cars that finished at the top of this C main race and was able to bump and race in the B main, which was to get them to the A main. And I just want to say it was a fantastic race. The first and second place changed quite a few times, so there were several drivers in that race. It could have been anybody that bumped. Just some unfortunate events, but congrats to those guys. There were some fantastic cars in the C main. There really was. I mean, there's fantastic cars in all the mains. So 21.5, like I said, highly competitive class. But guys, what we got here is this is something else I don't believe I've covered on the channel yet either. This is the SC mod or SCT mod. And what these are is this is a SCT-based class, but this is not your slash chassis. These are a more purpose-built SCT converted chassis, and these things are screaming. Very cool to watch. I've seen them run at some of the local events as well here and there, but I mean these things are awesome to watch get around the track.
One minute to go, 3 down, 1 to go. Adam, Roland, Spencer, Allen. Watching them 3 and 4 guys, race track clear. Eddie trying to make moves for the lead right there. Them 2 are still on the same lap. 30 seconds to go. Seconds to go now. Keep racing till I call your name. Roland is done. Center, Chris Adams and Travis Adams. Everybody's done. Shut them down, cut them off. Kendall Allen.
And I just want to say congrats to Travis Adams picking up the win in the SCT modified class. And then Eddie Rowland that finished second, and RS Center that finished third.
Right now, but the next time you'll come rolling off.
And here we go with the 17.5 Sprint A main. And you've seen this class on a couple of other videos that I've covered. You know, that they've raced at several of our local club events that I've covered in the past too. And these cars are still on rubber tires currently. I believe the SCOR rules just changed them to foam tires for the 2021 season, which, isn't a bad thing. Some guys like rubber tires, some guys like foam tires. I myself have have often flirted with both and had my struggles and success with both, but here I am primarily running foam tires again. But again, guys, these 17.5 sprint cars, fun, awesome, fast. You know, I've wheeled one. They're something else. If you've never driven one, they're unique to say the least, but they are a blast. And you'll get to see the sprint mod up here shortly as well.
How much time left?
He's in 3 and 4. He's in 3 and 4. The order is Mrs. Rogers, Bo Blackwell, Webb Van Hook. "45 seconds to go. 45 seconds to go." Second place is in trouble. Second place is in trouble. See if that changes anything up. Let's maintain his position. Blackwell now in 4th. Blackwell is 3rd now. The race is over. Everybody finish lap you're on.
Wild race there towards the end. It often gets that way, especially at some of these bigger races. But had to give a huge shout out and a congratulations to Paul Visage, which ended up winning the A main there, 17.5 sprint. My good friend Matt Rogers that finished 2nd place, and Chris Blackwell coming in 3rd. Awesome run, guys. And now we're rolling into the 21.5 A main. And this was a fantastic race, guys. This one was clean. These boys put on a show. So I'm going to let you enjoy this one as well.
That is a race, fellas, y'all. It is a race on. Great start there, guys.
$100. Yeah, our said 10 versus the field.
Give me a couple minutes here to get settled in, guys. Give me a couple more seconds to get settled in. I'll start calling walking in turn 4. Race that clear. Your race leaders now. Going to be Devin Dow in the 51 machine, followed by the blue 121 of Matt Rogers. Here comes the flaming one of Jody Miller. That's going to be your top 3. Dylan Hunt going to ride in the 4th spot. Spencer in the 5th. Pacehour 6, Johnson 7, Bridges 8. Your race leader is going to be the gold number 51 machine coming up behind Pacehour. 2nd place man is going to be the all blue 121. Jody now falling back from that by about a half a straightaway. Hunt 8. Whoa, that got tight. Here comes 3rd place man. He gets by 1. Hunt, thank you, sir.
3/4 of the straightaway, or 3/4 of the track.
1 minute to go. Devin Dow, Matt Rogers, Jody Miller, R.S. Center, Jake Bridges, Dylan Hunt, Ray Johnson.
That's where the gypsy goes.
Under a minute now. Devin Dow still showing the way in that gold number 51 machine. He's going to be working the backside spoiler of Dylan Hunt and Ray Johnson. Hunt. Whoa, Devin misses the corner. He's still got about a half a track lead over your 2nd place man. 30 seconds to go. Dow, Rogers, Miller, Center, Bridges, Hunt, Johnson, Pacehour. Oh, Johnson almost gets your leader. Your leader gets out of shape. He's got to get it back under him. Bridges gets his bike back. Let it go.
Let him go.
Still about a straightaway lead over your 2nd place man for Devin Dow with 10 seconds to go. All he has to do is stay clean. 5 seconds to go for the 51. Keep racing until I call your name. Center, Bridges, Dow, Rogers, Miller, Hunt. Everybody done. Shut it.
And what a race, guys. I mean, seriously, huge congratulations goes out to Devin Dowell. He absolutely laid it down at this event. Fantastic run, Devin. Good job. And congrats to Matt Rogers that come in second and Jody Miller that come in third. And, guys, what we're rolling into right now, this is the 17.5 EDM class. And this class here is, again, a purpose-built class. And basically, I believe it's the same chassis that we're running in the late model class. It just has, like, the EDM bodies on them and stuff. But very cool class, fun to watch. I've covered this briefly in some other episodes, but let you check out their A main right here.
Seconds down, 3:30 to go. Chavis, Miller, and House.
What's that?
Race is over. Everybody run until I say you're done.
All right, guys, and that wrapped up the 17.5 EDM class. And just want to say congratulations to Wendell Chavis that picked up the win, Jody Miller in second, and John Howell coming in third. Now, guys, this was the other sprint class I was telling you about earlier. This is the mod sprint. These things are fast. They are running foam tires. They are running the mod rules. I don't have the exact specifics on that, but it is wild. Just watch these things get around the track when they get up to speed. It's insane.
405, second lap. Back to 405. Back 42. Team 404.
It's amazing. You feel the wind over these cars. I know it. That's just the GoPro camera?
Yeah.
104. Just guys it up.
That's pretty cool.
And then right now, rolling back, Jack, Team Brent.
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear part of our conversation we were having over there talking by the track, watching the race, but like he said, these things were moving so fast. I mean, you need to see them in person. This video is not even doing them any justice. But you could literally feel the wind coming off these things. I mean, it was just absolutely insane. But again, very fun to watch. I mean, these guys, I'm not even ashamed to admit it, guys. I don't know how they do it. That's wild. I love it.
He's having some trouble. Having a little bit of trouble. He's good. On now, the light on the field.
Not sure exactly what happened there with that one sprint car having to pull off, but you could hear something letting go. Don't know if it was a stripped of gear or what it was, but it's always unfortunate to see that happen to somebody in the middle of a race. It's happened to me before. It's a fairly common occurrence. I just hate to see a racer get affected by something like that, especially when they had a race going pretty good for them.
Yeah. Everybody track products too.
So now I believe also we went from 5 of these mod sprint cars and we're left with 3 unfortunate series of events, but part of racing, it happens. Got to pull off due to various things occasionally. But just want to give a shout out, congratulate Roman Pemberton for picking up the win, Max Floor for coming in second, and Jack Deerhart for coming in third. And the race is wrapping up right here, and what we're getting ready to roll into, guys, is the 17.5 late model class. You know, we've covered some of this in the past. This is the for the late models around here. This is your top class. This is your pro level class. They lay down some awesome laps, and this is what my 21.5 class is kind of like the stepping stone for. So you would go from 21.5 to 17.5. So again, you know, these guys they're quick. They put in their work. This is where some of your top drivers are going to be running locally, as far as one of our top tier classes down here in the southeast. But I'll let you enjoy this race.
I need one lap. One lap in the book. We got it. It's a race, fellas. Good start. Good start. Short course miles. Go ahead and make your way to Tech. Right now, Reese Hinchman trying to run away in high with this one. Jack Deerhart not letting him slip away. Nothing between the two but air and opportunity. The 1 hour and the 32 have been duking it out all day. Reese Hinchman right now on his way. Jonathan Lee is coming behind him. Allen, you got the second place man. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Allen. Third place man, Jason White, going to be the follow.
Stay with it, Jack.
Watch it out of turn 4. Stay high. Racetrack clear. Racetrack clear. Dick, watch it out of 4. Stay high for 4. Dick, car in the middle. Dick, car, stay high for 4. Stay high, stay high, stay high. Racetrack clear. That was your race leader.
Let's drive, boys, drive, boys, drive.
Racetrack clear. Earhart, Danny Stockman, Wendell Chavis. Allen Hinchman going to retire early. .130 to go. Deerhart, Stockman, Chavis, Atkins, SCOR. Three down, 1 to go. Deerhart, Stockman, Chavis, Atkins, SCOR. Under a minute now. Seconds to go. Keep racing until I call your name. Keep them going. Keep them going. Keep them going, guys. Stockman, Deerhart, Chavis, Atkins, SCOR.
And guys, not only was that the race finish for the 17.5 late model class, this was the finish and the wrap for the final SCOR series race. I want to give a huge shout out and congratulations to Jack Deerhart for picking up the win in 17.5 late model, as well as Danny Stockman coming in second and Wendell Chavis finishing third. And guys, I had a couple friends that I was with at the racetrack ask me why I didn't film the banquet. I'm here to tell you now that whenever the race wraps, since this was the last race of the series, we did have a dinner and awards banquet at Wild Wings. Brent Dinsford, our race director for the SCOR series, took us out and, you know, like I said, gave out the rewards and things like that, was announcing some of the new rule sets, some of the changes coming for the 2021 season. So, Brent, just a huge shout out and a thank you to you. Enjoyed the series. Hopefully we'll be able to, you know, race more events next year. But again, thank you. Enjoyed it and looking forward to the next one.
So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video, the season closer for the SCOR series at Lil Indy. I had a blast racing, had a blast filming for you, and looking forward to bringing you more. But before I let you guys go, just want to give you a quick rundown of a couple things to look forward to on the channel. The next episode coming is going to be the Toys for Tot race, RC No Prep drag race coming up for you. So we'll be covering another drag race episode. Very big episode too. They had guys from Georgia, North Carolina. I mean, guys from all over coming up for this race. Lots of really good racing on that one. And then I'm also bringing a whole new episode, doing something differently we have not done before on this channel. And I'm going to give you another dirt oval race night with my 21.5 car, but you're going to be seeing that entire night through the perspective of the driver, myself. I've got a head-mounted cam, and you see everything from prepping and cleaning and making some adjustments on the car and things of that nature. So trying something new and going to let you guys see it from the driver's perspective. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the episode. And again, thank you to each and every one of you, and I'll catch you next time.